What else you want to talk about? We got
real quick. Actually, I just wanted to say I saw Gervonta Davis was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has his big
Tank on here.
Yeah, Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on.
Floyd Mayweather has fired back at Gervonta Davis in the most brutal way. After Davis promised him a knockout, it turns out Mayweather has a worse punishment for his protege as their fights get more cruel and intense. Let's dive right in.
Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at. He owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell him get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Out here scamming. On live right now.
It's been a sad twist to a relationship that started out as a mentor and protege relationship, as Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis have seen their relationship experience another dangerous turbulence. While it has sparked diverse opinions in the world of boxing, it remains a very sad scene that a relationship that started out so beautifully is now an exact opposite of what it used to be. But really, how was it?
So many sacrifices. Y'all looking at the end. Y'all looking at the end results. Y'all not looking at the shit where y'all go look at the interview and Zab gonna tell y'all, you know, with me being champion, with me already having.
It started during one of Floyd Mayweather's tours with Canelo Alvarez when Mayweather encountered a young kid who approached him for an autograph. Mayweather graciously signed the kid's phone and posed for a picture, as the young kid turned out to be Gervonta Davis. Mayweather noticed something special in him when Davis visited his gym a couple of times, and at that point, Davis was undefeated as a professional boxer. Impressed by Davis's talent, Mayweather decided to take him under his wing. In 2015, Davis officially joined Mayweather Promotions, the promotional company founded by Mayweather himself. Mayweather and Davis worked closely together, with Mayweather aiming to mold Davis into a superstar. Their relationship was a very strong one, and they shared a mentor-protege bond. Sadly, things have become very sour between the two stars, and the most recent situation is that Floyd Mayweather has responded to Gervonta Davis's tweet on social media, where he sent former mentor a knockout warning, following some controversial happenings between the both of them. On Thursday, the 25th of April, 5 days after the famous fight between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, Mayweather went on a rant targeting an unnamed group of boxers. He called them out for not taking the craft seriously and instead focusing on their appearance in the ring. Pretty boy Floyd then used his career as a point of comparison. The athlete argued that they're only looking at the finished product of who he is as inspiration, not the work he put in to get there. A lot of times what these fighters are looking at, they're looking at Floyd with the cars, they're looking at Floyd being flashy, Mayweather expressed. Man, listen, I made so many sacrifices. You all are looking at the end results. And when I was champion having hundreds of millions in the bank, I still was on my grind in that gym. Y'all are worried about your outfits, how your boots look, worried about the wrong things. A lot of you fighters are living check to check.
What you want to talk about? We got
real quick. Actually, I just wanted to say I saw Gervonta Davis was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has his big
Tank on here.
Yeah, Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here.
Davis, however, took his words as subliminals, aimed at him, and responded. Gervonta went to Instagram to rip into his former mentor. He asserted that Mayweather shouldn't be worried about him and should be focused on escaping an alleged hostage situation in Dubai. He reposted Floyd's rant and began his brief attack. Guy says all this nonsense, but he's in Dubai and can't leave because he's been taking guys' money and not doing what they paid him to do. The guy is a freaking hater, Davis typed in response. Floyd then shot back on Friday, April 26th, the very next day after his initial. The acclaimed boxer posted several videos alleging that the boxer had a little sugar in his tank. The videos found Gervonta dancing on TikTok and Instagram to Lil Uzi Vert's I Just Wanna Rock and Drake's Thank Me Now. I just wanna rock. I just wanna rock. The situation, however, escalated on Friday evening when Davis issued a threat to physically confront his former mentor, indicating a desire to knock Mayweather out upon their next encounter. Things actually took a turn for the worse after Davis threatened to knock out his former mentor. "Now I go around and knock Floyd out when I see him, and I'll care about going back to jail," Davis wrote on X in reference to the 90-day jail sentence he received after violating the terms of his home detention for a hit-and-run crash in November 2020. "He's such a fool. He doesn't allow his security carry guns." This contention stems from Davis's frustrations, notably referencing a prior jail sentence he faced due to a hit-and-run incident in 2020. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the American lightweight star, who will be facing Frank Martin on the 22nd of June, is making his comeback after more than a year out of the ring. Davis won a breakout fight last April when he knocked out Ryan Garcia in their Las Vegas blockbuster. However, he then spent 44 days in prison after violating the terms of a sentence that initially saw him set to avoid being sent to jail. At the start of May, Davis was sentenced over his November 2020 hit-and-run car crash, which injured 4 people, because he accepted a plea deal and pleaded guilty to 4 traffic offenses. Luckily, he avoided a custodial sentence. Tank was instead ordered to fulfill 90 days of home detention, but was sent to prison not even a month later. He was adjudged to have violated the terms of his home detention and was ordered to serve the rest of his 90-day sentence in jail as a result. It was revealed that he violated the terms by trying to serve the home detention order at the Four Seasons Hotel and a $3.4 million penthouse rather than trainer Calvin Ford's one-bedroom home as the judge had agreed. Upon being released, Davis spoke out on social media several times to express his anger and frustration about the restrictions placed upon him, preventing him from returning to training at times. In February, though, the American took to social media to show that his ankle monitor had been removed. Therefore, he is now free to move on with his next fight and has agreed a deal to face Martin. However, a stumbling block stands between him and his next fight, which is a brutal beating of Floyd Mayweather. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has revealed his readiness to return to prison if he is able to get a knockout on Floyd Mayweather, be it inside the ring or outside. Easily, the world champion is willing to place his match against Frank Martin, a mandatory opponent, on the line to confront and give Floyd Mayweather the kind of beating he never received during his career.
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know. He might have bounced. I don't know. He might have bounced. He was only on for a second.
Should Gervonta Davis actually carry out this action and get a prison sentence, as he has claimed, he might see himself lose his world title. However, Floyd Mayweather isn't taking his foot backwards either, as he has now responded to Gervonta Davis's knockout warning in a more brutal manner. Pretty Boy, as he's fondly called, isn't one to engage in a faceless altercation like many other fighters. Hence, he appeared briefly on a live Instagram session to call out Gervonta Davis and gave him the words of his life. He said, "Tank, wanna knock me out? You're no match for me, Tank. You're like my son, and you should keep shut when I talk. You're such an ingrate, and you know nothing. I don't blame you. I'm no fool to fight you. That'd be an embarrassment for me, but you know what? You can go to hell. And if you dare try me, I'd have my guards break your bones to pieces. You idiot! I know you think I'm hating on you, but you're not half of what I represent in boxing," Mayweather said. He then continued, "You left the team for no reason, and you've not looked any better, and you're bitter you're no longer with me. I'm not taking you back, and you're gonna watch your career go down the drain, like it's going already." Well, Mayweather doesn't look ready for a physical combat with Tank Davis. He also doesn't look set to bring Davis back into Mayweather promotions. But let's check out what really transpired. Davis made his pro debut in 2013. In 2015, Mayweather met the young prospect during one of Adrian Broner's training camps, and Davis ended up joining Mayweather Promotions. And in public, Floyd Money Mayweather had always supported Gervonta Davis. Upon signing him in 2015, Floyd has shown his full support to the 29-year-old. Money was witnessed supporting Davis in his fights and offering his guidance.
Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge.
The two were also training together in the gym. It was a great relationship for the two fighters until it wasn't. The spotlight was on Davis when he fought Francisco Fonseca in August 2017. On the Mayweather vs. Conor McGregor undercard, Tank defeated Fonseca via knockout. Davis was stripped of the IBF super featherweight title prior to the bout for not making weight. Although he signed a contract for multiple bouts a year, Davis only fought once in 2018. He defeated Jesus Queller for the World Boxing Association super featherweight title. Frustrated at being inactive, Tank fought 3 times in 2019, and Mayweather Promotions' Leonard Ellerbe believed that Davis was on the right path. A lot was blown out of proportion, and he'd be the first to admit it, Ellerbe told ESPN. It's not anything to go into detail about. There was a lot going on in his life. See, as media people and the fans, all they're concerned about is guys fighting and fighting and fighting, but a lot of times, things that go on behind the scenes that affect a young woman's life, they're not in a position to go out there and be the best that they can be. He became a father. For a young man, and this being his first child, you're going through a lot of emotions. A lot is expected of you. A lot of people look up to you and you don't want to let people down. And just being a young man inspired to do all these other things. And again, you have to experience these things in life, learn from it. The most important thing, and where I'm so proud of him, he accepted responsibility for the actions that he took and what caused all of that. Davis beat Yuriorkis Gamboa in 2019 for the World Boxing Association regular lightweight title, Leo Santa Cruz in 2020 for the World Boxing Association super featherweight title, and Mario Barrios in 2021 for the World Boxing Association regular super lightweight title. In December 2021, Davis beat Isaac Cruz to retain the World Boxing Association regular lightweight title before besting Rolando via technical knockout. Tank's most recent fight with Hector Luis Garcia was Davis's 6th straight Showtime pay-per-view event. While their relationship brought in money, there was plenty of tension. One final nail in the coffin for the Davis and Mayweather relationship may have been the timing of 2 different press conferences. During a Davis-Romero press conference, Mayweather was in Dubai, promoting his exhibition bout against Don Moore. Davis felt that Mayweather was trying to steal the spotlight away from him. Mayweather quickly denied those claims in an interview with some reporters. It's always called divide and conquer, and that's been going on forever, Mayweather stated via a news source. I've always wanted the best for any fighter that's under the PBC banner as well as the Mayweather Promotions banner. So I've always wanted the best for all fighters. And especially, you have never seen me push harder for a fighter like I push for my fighters. If I didn't care, I would always go out there and badmouth my fighters.
When he came to the gym, and it was the day before Adrian Broner was fighting Sean Porter. Right after the weigh-in, we went over to the gym because he wanted to see.
I didn't want the press conference to be on the same day, but former UFC champion Anderson Silva had to fly out because I was in Miami when he was in Miami. So he and Brent from One Entertainment said the only day they can do the press conference is Thursday, and they said, we'll pay you $1 million in cash. We just want to make sure you can do it. I wasn't going to do it Thursday, but they paid me $1 million to do it Thursday. Davis claimed that the 47-year-old was jealous of him and refused to let him train in the Mayweather gym. In late 2022, reports of Gervonta Davis leaving Mayweather Promotions turned out to be true. Tank said he had no hard feelings on the matter and wanted to go his own way in his career. However, it appeared there was still some bad blood, as Davis stated in a deleted tweet, that Mayweather barred him from training at Mayweather boxing gyms shortly before his fight against Ryan Garcia. However, per Marca, the two seemed to act friendly while at the David Benavidez-Caleb Plant fight. Floyd Mayweather was also seen attending the Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight and congratulating Tank on his victory. In the Last Stand podcast with Brian Custer, Gervonta Davis revealed the true reason he wanted to leave Mayweather Promotions. The Rolly Romero versus Gervonta Davis fight was the fighter's last bout under Mayweather Promotion. He said that there was no bad blood that led to this decision. Davis also claimed that he wanted to go in his direction regarding his fighting career. This came following his bout with Rolando Romero in 2022. In a deleted tweet, Davis stated the bout would be the last one under contract with Mayweather. My contract is up. That's why Mayweather Promotions wants me to fight this clown Romero so bad. Mayweather responded to the tweet, wishing him well in his future endeavors in the best way possible. Nothing lasts forever, Mayweather told Fight Hype via Boxing Scene. I will always love Tank. I like him, love him, look at him as a son. He has to do what's best for him, said Mayweather. I feel like I've done a great job thus far, building him and putting him in good fights, great fights. He's steady growing, he's steady learning. I'm proud of him. When boxing host and commentator questioned Tank about his departure, he said, "It doesn't necessarily have to be, leave the Mayweather promotion." He continued, "It's about just becoming that man and handling your own responsibility and your own priorities. So I feel as though it's my career and I need to be the one to control my career," said Gervonta Davis. There seemed to be no bad blood regarding the departure from Mayweather Promotions. Davis just wanted to be in control of his own destiny and not be locked up under a contract. Gervonta Davis has fought 2 fights after departure, Hector Luis Garcia and Ryan Garcia. "And it's time," said Gervonta Davis to Brian Custer. "Everybody doesn't need to have training wheels on them forever. It's time to ride their own bike without training wheels," said Tank. "I'm definitely appreciative of what they've done over the years, and there's no love lost. It's just time for me to grow up and be my own man," ended Gervonta Davis. After the fight against Rolly Romero, Gervonta Davis ended his 3-year relationship with Mayweather Promotions. It is rumored that due to contractual issues, their relationship had gone sour. The Tank accused Floyd of disbarring him from training in the Mayweather gym. A couple of back and forths later, it seems like they have settled their differences. In an interview with a YouTube channel, Floyd Money Mayweather had nothing but praise for Tank Davis. He said, "I have always been a gentleman. I have always been respectful. There's nothing like taking a kid that comes from the same background as you and helping them and put them in a position to become a multimillionaire," said Floyd. This was in reference to the fact that Mayweather discovered Gervonta Davis and was impressed, leading to signing him up. "Years later, I started working with Gervonta Davis, helped him, pushed him to be great," said Money Mayweather. "If Gervonta Davis feels like he grew wings and he can fly and become his own boss, more power to him," said Floyd Mayweather. "I did not get into the sport of boxing after I retired to not want to see fighters grow. If Gervonta Davis feels like he can surpass Floyd Mayweather or be the next Floyd Mayweather, I'm here to push you. Go for it," ended Money. At the end of the day, there was no bad blood between the fighters. The 46-year-old, attending Tank's recent fight and supporting him, cemented their relationship as being cordial toward each other. However, after their settlement during the Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis fight, they seem to have gotten into an even bigger brawl that would probably never end. While losing Gervonta Davis must have been painful to Mayweather, he has a new protege whom he picked up like Davis and is already making waves in the sport. By age 8, Moten was led inside the Mayweather Boxing Club and had the good fortune of observing Mayweather go through his entire routine while he was preparing for what would become the most lucrative prize fight of all time, his 2015 bout against Manny Pacquiao.
Relax, man.
How you feeling, bro? First round knockout.
Yeah, it's great. I like the pros. I'm feeling this. I feel like this for me.
You feel like you're made for it?
Yeah, this is for me.
Well, when are you ready to get back in there?
Hey, talk to the man right there.
I was just studying him and watching how he did his camp. Not long after that, I started training at the gym and started sparring with some of the kids they had in there, Moten said. I started sparring them, and I was showing that, I'm really that guy. I was whooping them and all that. Floyd started noticing people talking, and then word got back to Floyd. I became cool with everyone around the gym, and then I started going to tournaments and bringing belts back to the gym. After I met Floyd, he started growing a relationship, and he started following me through my career, he said. He was fortunate that Mayweather took notice. It happened one day when the undefeated champion saw Moten carrying the belts and summoned the young fighter to his luxury car, handing him a hat. Mayweather then began sponsoring Moten in prestigious tournaments, paying for his flights, Moten said. Mayweather followed a similar trek, so he knows with 20 hindsight exactly how to advise his protege. Believing in myself, listening to my team, dedicating myself, and working hard, Moten said of his mentor's lessons. It's not that hard. My dad makes sure I stay on the right track. Without him, it'd be more difficult, but I know what I want to do. I don't want to let anyone down. I know I need to focus. I want to be a world champion one day, so I'm on the right track. It's hard to argue against the fact that Moten has what it takes to become a top contender or even a champion in the future. Moreover, given Mayweather's track record of producing great fights, all bets will be on this young prospect's success. Moten has sparred against multi-division world champions Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, top contenders Richardson Hitchens and Kenneth Sims, and former featherweight title holder Robeisy Ramirez. Leonard Ellerby of Mayweather Promotions told reporters Friday that he and Mayweather aspire for Moten to join Wilfred Benitez as one of only a few teenage world champions. That's happening. We're waiting for the right opportunity. Sizing guys up, Ellerby said. With Morton on Mayweather's side, the future is only bright. Notwithstanding, the controversy surrounding Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis is one to watch and pay keen attention to. But what's very unlikely is an actual knockout, as Gervonta Davis had boasted, and that's all for now. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Until next time, peace out.